about life as a unit. The truth is that once you reach a certain age, you think a lot about longevity. And here you have a man who was born before immunizations, although long enough to get them. He was born before antibiotics, but he lived long enough to take them.
The first one to get something over. 12 years old.
And you know, we had a double-blind study who could see whether that affected your longevity. But we don't have anybody, very many people from your area to do this on. No, this is what I'm going to say. No. And he also really was born before Theraflu, Tylenol, and Viagra. But he lived long enough to get them. And you say, was it the Theraflu? Was it the aspirin? Was it the Viagra? They kept him living this long, and when a whole group of people were asked if this is why Elliot Raisin has been able to be walking and talking and breathing all this time, 80 years, the consensus was it was because of Sandy's self-control. It was 100% of the people. The truth is, and these are not just my words because Sandy is one of my dearest friends, but in the words of Elliot Raisin, Sandy Raisin is a saint. And we know, even though it's very rare for a saint to be married. In fact, Sandy Raisin is the only saint who is married. So we conjecture from that, in order to be a married saint, you have to be married to Elliot. I love Elliot. So every time you look at Elliot, you really have to say, there's Sandy right behind you. And she's disappeared. Maybe she's right behind you. Where are you, Sandy? I am introducing Sandy Raisin.
Hi, can my voice project all the way back there, Michael? You can hear me?
Yes.
Who cannot hear me? I just wanted, it's very hard acts to follow, and so I'm just going to say I'm dedicating the following to my children and my grandchildren, and to all of your children and your grandchildren. Long ago and far away, in a land that time forgot, before the days of Dylan or the dawn of Camelot, there lived a race of innocents, and they were you and me, long ago and far away in the land of El and me. Oh, there was truth and goodness in that land where we were born, where navels were for oranges, and paint place for corn. For Ike was in the White House, and Green Acres was on TV, and God was in his heaven, in the land of El and me. We longed for love and romance, and waited for the prince, and Eddie Fisher married Liz, and no one's seen him since. We danced to Little Darling, and sang to Stagger Lee, and cried for Buddy Holly in the land of El and me. Only girls wore earrings then, and 3 was 1 too many. And only boys wore flat-top cuts, except for Gene McKinney. And only in our wildest dreams did we expect to see a boy named George wearing lipstick in the land of El and me. We fell for Frankie. Annette was oh so nice. And when they made a movie, they never made it twice. We didn't have a Star Trek 5, or Psycho 2 and 3, or Rocky Rambo 20 in the land of El and me. We had our share of heroes. We never thought they'd go. At least not Bella B. Darin or Marilyn Monroe. but they weren't grown in jars. And pumping iron got wrinkles out, and gay meant fancy-free. And dorms were never co-ed in the land of L&E. We hadn't seen enough of jets to talk about the lag, and microchips were what was left at the bottom of the bag. And hardware was a box of nails, and bytes came from a flea, and rocket ships were fiction in the land of L&E. Buicks came with portholes, a sideshow came with freaks, and bathing suits were big enough to cover both your cheeks. Coke came just in bottles, skirts came to the knee, and Castro came to power in the land of L&E. We had no press with fluoride, we had no Hill Street blues, we all wore superstructure bras designed by Howard Hughes. We had no patterned pantyhose or Lipton herbal tea or prime time ads for condoms in the land of L&E. There were no golden arches, no Perriers to chill, and fish were not called Wanda, and cats were not called Bill. And middle age was 35, and old was 43, and ancient were our parents in the land of L&E. But all things have a season, or so we heard them say, and now instead of Maybelline, we swear by Retin-A. And they send us invitations to join AARP. We've come a long way, baby, from the land of L&E. So now we face a brave new world and slightly larger jeans, and wonder why they're using smaller print in magazines. And we tell our children's children of the way it used to be long ago and far away.